Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Whiteboard Wednesdays with Vanna. And today is our final episode with Kenny. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Vanna.
We've
Having me.
been, your pleasure. We've been looking back in time, talking big data, cloud, AI hype, data sciences, our expertise in terms of infrastructure, the Mario Brothers of infrastructure in terms of this. Um, and we, in today's episode we're kind of going to touch on the role of human expertise still in this world, in this AI kind of new IT world. And then we're also going to take a look forward into the next couple of years and kind of look at what some of those things are. So what is the role still, or the importance of engineering expertise in this new world that we're working in?
Yeah, if you look at the enterprise, there's a lot of folks that says they want to do AI. But if you ask them, okay, what do you want to solve? Not a lot of them know.
Yeah.
So I think that's our opportunity actually to guide them and give them use cases.
Yeah.
And then by doing that, we obviously enable ourselves as well. I mean, we need to collect the data, but how do you compile that data? So we need to collect streams of data, and you do that by doing a data pipelining, for example. That's where the engineers get involved. I mean, and from there you have to build a vector database.
Yeah, for RAG, for instance,
to give the data some intelligence.
Yes, yes.
And then from there we can interpret that data with an AI agent.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, and all that doesn't fall in place by itself. You need the engineers to assemble and build and obviously construct that.
Yeah.
So that's where the humans still major involvement.
Absolutely. I think, there's a lot of automation happening and there's a lot of power that it brings, but there's still the expertise on how to stitch all of this together that is the nuance of these things are still there, understanding and of the use case outcome and how that needs to work. So I think, we are in a shift in terms of how knowledge workers and how engineering expertise is going to be applied into the future with this world. And that relevance is shifting, and definitely there is a requirement for organizations such as data sciences and those of customers that we serve to actively evolve into that kind of next gen knowledge worker.
Yeah, it's deeper into the. I mean, we're experts on the infrastructure layer, but we need to evolve into the software layer.
Yeah. And we're already doing that. I mean, we've done that on quite a few areas. And I think the challenge is, I mean, I don't know about you, but it is evolving so quickly. I mean, it feels like every month or every couple of weeks, like what was cutting edge, the next unicorn company has been disrupted by a whole nother set of technologies. And I think that's the bit that makes people a bit uncomfortable, is that it's going so quickly. Where do I even start?
Exactly. And if you speak to the old bullies, they won't like it at all.
Exactly. It's not easy to keep pace with that, right? So it's going to be an interesting journey. I think we in to see the next 18 months. There's going to be a interesting ride in terms of how the industry plays out. But looking forward, not just the next 18 months. What do you think is some of the next frontiers that enterprises are going to need to start thinking about already?
Yeah, looking at options or capabilities. I mean, we've got all that resource and all that horsepower sitting backing the hardware or sitting behind us. We could easily duplicate, or they call it digital twins, duplicate an environment, run tests on that duplicate environment.
Yeah.
And that obviously will provide you with the knowledge that you need moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, digital twins has been a concept that's been around for a while, but to actually get it real time or close to real time, I think the compute power and the velocity at which we can process the data is definitely catching up to allow a significant kind of digital twin type projects. And we see that in smart cities, factories, all of those type of things. But all of this stuff requires power, and I don't know, but last time I checked, water and electronics or liquid and electronics don't don't mesh very well. Where do you see the future of keeping the data centers cool going?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the GPU options that's out there, I mean, one rack GPU power draws 150 kilowatts.
Yeah, it's insane.
So that's crazy numbers.
Yeah, it's like, it's like 30 houses worth of average daily use.
There's a lot of inverters and batteries.
Don't talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we need to keep that cool as well.
Yeah.
And with the additional liquid cooling,
Yeah.
what it does, it allows you to run those GPUs at a higher rate.
Yeah.
Obviously, return on investment makes sense then.
Yeah, because that cooling power is a lot less, right? The power you spend on cooling is a lot less than what you would be doing.
You can push a GPU slightly harder as well. So
you can. So I think, I mean, that's the thing is that the infrastructure is one thing, but the facilities to drive that infrastructure, to drive, something like digital twins, like these modern use cases, real-time analytics, and AI generation and all of that type of stuff. It's a whole new ball game. I mean, it's order of magnitude more power and cooling that's required.
I don't think we can fathom that at the moment. It's a lot. I mean, they need to literally look at building power plants just to run these major GPU farms.
Yeah, and placing them in cold places.
Make sure that the cooling is sufficient.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So we might become plumbers again in the future as well. So
seems like we'll need a multi-skilled engineering team to get this thing going.
Yeah.
Kenny, as always, it's been great to have you with us.
Thank you for the invite, man.
Yeah, pleasure. And we really appreciate your time and spending it with us. So everyone else, thank you so much for watching. And Kenny, we'll make sure we'll have you on one of our future shows again.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
Pleasure.
Cheers.
Cheers.